Together with BillFlash, ICANotes has enhanced billing to include eStatements. It's as simple as creating batch statements in ICANotes and approving in BillFlash. You have cost saving from online e-billing, online e-pay, and in-office pay. Before enabling this functionality, ICANotes recommends that a group administrator visit your letterhead to ensure that it is set up for the integration. Please visit our knowledge base article shown on the screen for specifications. Enable functionality by contacting BillFlash. BillFlash will ask ICANotes to turn on this functionality for your practice. Alternatively, a group administrator may go to Group Level Settings and Directories, Integrations tab. Click the Online Bill Pay Settings button for the pop-up window. If the Online Bill Pay Settings button does not show, ask a security administrator to contact the ICANotes support team to have the group rule turned on for your practice. Select BillFlash for the eStatement platform. Enter the eStatement username and password that BillFlash has provided. Decide which credit cards should be displayed and what eStatement delivery method will be offered. Check if you want online payments to be nightly downloaded. Under each patient in Demographics, go to the Insurance Information tab under Coverage Details Insured Party. Enter the email address of where the eStatement should be sent. If the patient is not the responsible party, for example a minor, enter the email address of the responsible party. Note, only when patient relationship to insured is self will the email address entered on the Patient Information tab auto-populate in this field when selecting the corresponding radio button. Next, a group administrator needs to go to Settings and Directories. Then go to Group Level Settings and Directories, the Accounts tab, and Statement Settings Options tab. The maroon-colored settings have tooltips to explain the behavior. Hover over the setting to view. Evaluate your account default and batch default settings and make any desired updates. Be sure to click the Save button if intentional changes are made. Now that eStatements have been enabled, let's go over how to create batch eStatements. Go to Patient Accounts from the chart room. Click the Batch Statements button. Click the Create Batch Statements button. Click within the Statement Settings field if you want to customize the statements. Within the Create New Batch Statements window, fill out the criteria of the patients you want included in the statement. Select the patients that you want to bill. Statement notes do not retain line breaks on BillFlash eStatements. Select the insurance you want displayed, this is optional. Enter the clinician you want to print, optional. When generating a substantial number of statements in a batch, double digits or greater, it is encouraged that you toggle on the Generate Statements off hours so that the generation of statements will not interfere with your session. Click the Continue button. Once the statements are generated, following day of generated off hours, go back to the Batch Statement window. Verify that all of the dots by the total are green. A green dot indicates that the eStatement was successfully sent to BillFlash where it can be reviewed and approved. If an upload fails, a red dot will show by the patient's name. Hover over the red circle for a tooltip on what went wrong. In this example, the eStatement failed to upload because of an invalid username or password. To fix this, a group administrator needs to go to Group Level Settings and Directories Integrations tab. Confirm the eStatement username and password that BillFlash provided. Once the error has been corrected, go back to the statement and click on the red circle icon. A pop-up window will populate asking if you want to re-upload the statement. Provided no further errors occur, a green dot will now show. Once all the red dots have been addressed, you can then click on the Re-Upload All listed as failed, or by clicking the red circle icon if preferred, which will show a pop-up asking whether to re-upload single or batch. Click the Re-Upload button after selections are chosen. The individual statements are done very similar to the batch. Now let's log into BillFlash. I'm on a test account, so no documents are sent to my test patients, so I will not be able to show you a statement from a patient's point of view. In BillFlash, go to Send Bills and then Approve Files. The two statements I created are shown on the top. The first one is just for one patient, the Headless Horseman. I'm going to approve this statement by clicking the green Approve button. I will need to click Confirm Approval for the statement to be sent. I can print the confirmation if I want to. Let's review the next batch by clicking the blue Review button. I can see the patients who will receive statements and see a breakdown of the aging. When I click on the account number, I will be able to see an example of the statement. When ready, click Confirm and then Confirm Approval buttons. I can print the confirmation if I choose. Now let's look at online post payments. If you have chosen to download your payments nightly, the Online Post Payments tab will show under Patient Accounts. This portion of the video will show you how you can initiate a payment in BillFlash. Go to BillFlash and go to Get Paid tab and choose Initiate Payments. You can search by account number or by recipient patient name. Enter in the patient's name. Note that you can use partial spellings of the name to find the patient. The charge of the service or services is recognized. For this example, the patient is paying $200. There is the ability to put in an optional memo or customer message if desired. This patient paid by cash. Lastly, submit the payment. You can print a receipt or email the receipt to the payer. I'm also going to demonstrate an unrelated payment. This allows us to enter a payment without an account number or payer name. The account number and payer name fields are optional. I'm going to demonstrate doing this with a check. First, you will need to select a subaccount or the location where the patient was seen. The account number is optional. Enter in the amount of payment. In this example, a person came into the office to pay for his uncle's account, but he was not sure what name his uncle had used. Payer name is optional, but since I know the name of the payer, I'm going to type it in. I'm going to add a message this time, messages are optional, to help the biller identify the patient payment. Enter the payment amount and the payment source. I can scan in the check or I can key in the information. Once finished, click the Submit button. Again, I am able to print a receipt for the person. Since I was not able to identify the patient, I am not able to email the receipt unless the person who paid gave me his email address. Then I would be able to add under the Edit link. This payment information will be sent to ICANotes overnight. If you have set up for patients to use online ePay with BillFlash, you will receive their payments to be posted in ICANotes the next day. Let's go back to ICANotes. Since it's been 24 hours, when I go to patient accounts, I see the Online Post Payments tab on the top is green. That means there is something to post. I see that there are 2 unposted payments, one of which is unmatched. First, I'm going to handle the matched payment. I'm going to search for any patient with outstanding balances. This is going to pull up for me any patients that have been matched to their payment. In this example, only one patient has been matched. I have a $200 payment that I can apply to any of these visits. Since the oldest visit is $200, I'm going to apply all of it under this service charge by adding the amount under paid. Click the Post Payments button. A pop-up window will show asking me to verify that I want to post the payment. Now I'm going to handle the unmatched payment. I click the Match Payments button in the upper right and it shows the payment. When I go to Payment Notes, I see an internal memo giving me hints on who the patient is. I'm going to look for the patient under the name of Burns. I verify this is the correct patient. Select the payment and then click the Match Payments button. Now at the top there is one matched payment that needs to be posted. I will again search for any patients with outstanding balances. I can use any of the fields to help identify patients if I want to narrow my results. This patient only owes $200, but $250 was paid. This time I will mark the services paid, and then the system will take the remaining $50 and make it a prepayment. See how I am posting $200 and the unapplied is $50? I click the Post Payments button and the pop-up window shows asking me to verify. Let's take a look at the last patient to see how this looks in account activity. I can see the 2 payments of $100 each and also the patient prepayment of $50. That's it. Thanks for watching.